Hey everyone, Kevin here with Bam One Garage. Thanks for joining me again. Here, excited to kind of show off another new project. So this is my dad's 1955 Chevy pickup truck. It's a truck that he bought, I think, back when I was a baby. Brought it home on a trailer, and then proceeded to try to, got it running. It's got a 283 Chevy motor in it, three-speed transmission. It converted it from the column shift to the floor shifter. I'll kind of do a walk around here in a minute, kind of show you all about the truck. Yeah, excited to kind of bring this over. We brought this over last weekend. My dad and me and my son kind of helped pull it out of the shed, load it on a trailer, and bring it over. So excited now to kind of get this running again, get it back on the road. Kind of going through a whole list of projects we got just to get it, first and foremost, get it roadworthy, get it ready where it's going, ready to get out and about again, just to kind of enjoy it first in its first current stage. And then I'll link to our company page where we're also going to be doing a little bit of work on trying to make this into a hybrid. So essentially, you're going to leave the engine transmission, but we actually have a design concept where we're working to put the rear end in and then convert that into an electric hybrid to where essentially it'll be in series with the gas motor, give you a little better performance, give you a little better gas mileage all at the same time. We'll kind of, so like I said, I'll link to that video, show you kind of, you can kind of check out our progress over there as we try to work forward to that over the next couple months, getting that integrated, and we'll see how it works. We get this roadworthy, kind of go out and do some baseline tests, see how it performs, in its current state, and then once we get that hybrid set up in there, essentially, hopefully the performance gained and also the efficiency gains that we'll see. Yeah, here, let's do a quick walk around and I'll let you check out the truck with me. So overall, the truck's getting straight overall. It's got some of the typical age for a truck that, I guess this is what, 70 years old here at this point, right here in 2025, right? Um, yeah, I think, just the paint as is, essentially a good scuffing and maybe kind of a wipe on clear coat or something will kind of bring it back to life. We'll touch up a few areas where the rust is kind of showing through. We'll kind of go in, clean all that rust up, and then kind of put a primer on it and come back. But yeah, kind of doing a quick walk around the truck here. Zoom out a little bit and kind of walk down the side of it. So it is a long wheelbase truck. It's got a nice old school toolbox. So for our hybrid concept, it's kind of the thought was try to put some batteries actually in this thing. Use it kind of as is. We'll scuff it up, clean it up a little bit. But yeah, and kind of falling back around the back. Got some muffler pieces actually off the Trans Am that originally had that H-pipe set up, essentially kind of a homemade system. Kind of saved the pipes because you never know, might have used them, and actually it'll probably work out because the pieces of the muffler on this thing has started kind of falling apart, so we'll kind of maybe piece it together as a start with for that. Then yeah, working down the driver's side and kind of check out the interior here. So still, pretty all original. Old school manual steering, manual brakes, all those aspects, but still overall in really good condition. You can see kind of a driver's side crack on the windshield there, but nothing too severe. Yeah, 3200 model. Got kind of a mismatched set of tires and wheels on it right now just because we had to get something on it that would actually hold air and let it roll through the yard and up onto the trailer. So we'll work on that in the future. First things first, we're gonna put new master cylinder, new brakes, wheel cylinders, new brake lines, all that stuff's pretty much corroded. So I think the last time this thing was registered was 1997. So it's definitely been a minute. So definitely need to go through all the essentials there. Open it up on the inside, overall, really good and clean. Get the old 55 Chevy tag maybe to put back on the front of it. Yeah, 3-speed on the floor there. Yeah, I think this will be a really good project and just really fun kind of getting it going again. So here's some videos of us pulling the truck out of the shop. Essentially, we went through and first I had to clean off the windshields so we actually see where we're steering. Used Dad's tractor to kind of pull it out of the shed and kind of get it out into the open to start with, and then we were able to take the truck, hook it up to the trailer. Dad's equipment trailer, he's got a winch on the front of it, so we were able to hook that up and just kind of tow it up onto the trailer nice and easy. Overall, it was pretty straightforward. Truck didn't have any brakes, so we had to be careful kind of how far we pulled it. Right, I had to use some scotches and stuff just to make sure it didn't get to rolling too far forward once it was up on the trailer. But then able to tie it down and bring it home. And then even my son was kind of in on the help or whatever. I mean, I know he's only 6, but still, he when we got back here to the house, we were able to back it into the shop. So my dad and my son was sitting up in the passenger seat, kind of riding the truck down the trailer back into the shop. So that was a lot of fun. Kind of funny to see him helping, so to speak. Yeah, just kind of check out how we kind of pulled it out, and then how it kind of started. Right, it was the typical, you might say, coined barn find, even though it wasn't really that wasn't really that the case because it was sitting in my dad's front yard. Um, but got it good and cleaned off. Had a first good bath in probably 20 years. Uh, but got all that barn dust, so to speak, off and got it cleaned up and shined up, and looking pretty decent. So looking forward to seeing how this thing actually looks once we kind of put some wipe on clear coat or something like that or whatever. If anybody has suggestions about what to use, I know there's various products out there. Probably not looking to use like a true clear coat because that's permanent. Just looking for something to kind of shine it up. I mean, I know some people use just boiled linseed oil and um, use what transmission fluid and various things like that. But at least then they make shine juice from the Vice Grip Garage guy and some of those other options. So we'll see what's out there and procure some of that and see what it looks like. We'll kind of show you that in a future video. So thanks for joining me here. Just a quick walk around video, kind of introduction to the newest project from my dad. So we'll kind of be working on this in the coming weeks and months, just trying to get it roadworthy, and then get out, do a little test driving, see how it runs. I know Dad's always had the engine kind of running. Right now, the gas tank that's behind the seat is disconnected. Just essentially kept the gas tank from getting rotted and everything else. Right, just kind of had it all dried out, cleaned out. So we'll see whether we reuse that tank or we put another tank under the bed floor or what exactly. Um, and you'll notice essentially here the shop's a little bit more empty. So we did sell our camper. We decided we just weren't using it enough. Now that my son's in school, it's just hard to have the time to get out and enjoy it, especially a camper of that size. It's kind of that camper was kind of made for really kind of week long plus type trips, right? So we had some fun in it over the years. We had it about 5 years. Made a lot of long trips and enjoyed it. But moving on to kind of new, exciting things, and maybe be able to go places that you can't go with a camper, right? So that's kind of the goal of selling that and maybe moving on to something else. But hey, it gave us a lot more space in the shop. Um, may have to maybe think about building a loft or something on the back side here, just because the building's so tall. We have the space. Be great for storage. Or thing I'm joking with my wife. Maybe it's time to put in a car lift. That would be really nice. It'd be a lot better than having to crawl up under these things. I mean, granted, I know we have the floor here. It's not like we're crawling around on dirt and gravel, but still, it'd be nice to have something to pull a vehicle up in the air and put it on there. So if you guys have any suggestions on which brand, model, or whatever, I'd love to hear it. Um, put that in the comments, and say thanks for joining me here on Van Garage, and we'll keep you updated. And if something you like and enjoy here, or interested in see how we make progress, please like and subscribe. See you next time.